problem was he was trying to influence his political party, and he was using the abuse of power. He was using his power in the wrong way. President Park was a corruption scandal, and President Yoon was abuse of UCC, abuse of power, overturned abuse of power, and he got impeached, and the martial law. The result of President Park Geun-hye's impeachment restored public confidence, and kind of there was no really a debate about this, because obviously there was some evidence stating that she didn't actually take the money, but the cabinet members or some of the people who was around her took the money using under her name. But then the society was came together and said we all agree on this part. But as for President Yoon's impeachment, this created a big dispute, division, rallies, disagreements within the Korean society. And the fourth one, really, this is just the top question that everybody asks in Korean society is that, is this really a democracy, or is this a political revenge? So, and to protect the opposition leader who is now the Korean president. Like as I said, the conservative media, there was two media here right now. Conservative and the progressive media. Conservative media is saying that the parliamentary members and this is a coup. They were overthrowing the government. And the progressive, which is the Democrats right now, who's in power, they're saying this is a restoration of democracy, and we're going the right way. The impeachment of President Yoon really split the public really evenly split, and the trust of the government has gone down enormously. Another thing here is that right now in Korea, it really breaks my heart to see is majority of the Korean media has a strong influence. Not only the Korean media but the labor union as well is strongly influenced by the left-wing kind of a North Korean way of thinking, ideology. The reason why this is a problem, okay, it's okay to have a left-wing idea, the right-wing idea, but the problem with this is, like I said in the beginning of the presentation, Korea is still technically at war. Meaning, if you are still technically at war, these kind of things happening, influence, it will not be a very good thing for the society or for the leaders in Korea. And the fact that it's still at war, it won't be surprising to see if North Korea with the bullets or missiles starts flying again in Seoul or in Pyongyang or wherever. So, from this presentation, I really want to ask not only the Korean students in here right now, but for all of you. I mean, it's not just on the matter of Korea itself. I really want you guys to see if there's an event happening. I really want you guys to hear out the both sides of the story. Don't trust don't trust CNN, don't trust BBC. Do your own research and really look at the both points of view, and then try to analyze it into what you guys really think and what the true value of that event is. Why did this happen? Korea is a mess in terms of politically, economically, they're strong. But in political wise, the ethics of the politicians, the ethics of the presidential candidates or the former president, if you give an A to economy, I'll say it's almost a flopping score for the politicians in Korea. And it was kind of a fortunate thing, well, it was kind of an interesting experience for me to be experiencing the entire thing. I was working with the politician under the line of politics until 2004, October 2004. So I got to see just before the martial law happened. I was there, and I was taking a little break. And unfortunately, this has happened. This has happened while I was working under the politician, made me even more busier and even created more headache. So this is what my presentation is. This will bring to my end to my presentation. Kind of ran through it because we just didn't have enough time. Yeah, so if you guys have any questions, please let me know. Yeah, thank you very much for listening. Any questions? You guys might have some. Because I want to get this picture of you. But, I mean, Elena and Jen, you guys are Korean, so your parents might have, you guys talk about politics often inside within your family? Or is that an off limits?
Not really, but only when there's like a significant.
Okay, so one of them is the impeachment. What about you?
Like I try not to talk about it, but I know they're like, I know which way they're leaning. I know.
I can understand that one. And interestingly enough, Korean politics is not about, they don't vote because of our policy, because they like the policy. We don't vote for the policy. We vote because of the original, I think. That really has a strong fit. I wish I had that map with me here, but I don't put it in here. Original, and it comes with the age kind of a group. 20 to 30 is more of a progressive. 40 to 50 is kind of divided, but also progressive. But the 60s, 50 to the 60s is more of a conservative kind of a group. This is where how the political voting system is kind of divided. And I'm kind of surprised to see, it really makes me sad to see that people are not voting for policies. Yes.
Like, what are the political parties in Korea? Like,
There's only two. So conservative, let's put it this way. We have the right wing and the left wing. But
So, like,
this is kind of it's not the right wing as in like what Mr. Trump is doing right now. It's not that kind of a radical right wing. It's more of like in the big picture, it's like, are you more pro-left or pro-communist, or are you more of a conservative who's more of a pro-American?
Yeah.
Split right down to pro-American
okay.
or to pro-left. And yeah, I'm not. It wasn't my choice, but I had no choice or no choice to who I work with. But this gentleman here was at that time before he became into president. He was a very knowledgeable. He was very. We all thought that he was going to be very clean and very fair, and he will be great in terms of limiting the corruption in Korea. But it just didn't work out. Any more questions? Yes.
I was just wondering, like, how come there are like so many scandals back to back, and like Korean population is clearly very strong about the protests and stuff.
Yeah. The most interesting thing is the sequential of all these events. It led to the Koreans to believe that we do not have a very strong law in, like, if you do something bad, you have to be like punished. But there's not much of a strong law in Korea that's stated there. I'll take one example. Rebecca, in your country, if you're driving under the influence of alcohol and you hit that person and kill that person, how many years are we looking at? Do you think in your country?
Maybe 7 years.
7 years. Owen, what about you? In the States? I heard the States.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. Gabe. Sorry. How many years?
Like, I don't know, like 20.
In Korea, less than a year.
What?
Right.
Less than a year.
It's crazy.
Right.
So,
So,
like, 1 year.
All right,
Yeah.
congratulations.
Yeah.
Well done.
thank you. Yeah, thank you.
Awesome. Cool. How'd it go?
I just.
All right, so we're going to swap out.